What's up, guys, and welcome back to Vanilla Minecraft. And it has been quite a while. The beginning of this episode was kind of like a time lapse because like 2 weekish is ago, actually almost a month ago actually. Yikes. A while ago, I think I was last episode, I believe I dug this out. During the time lapse, I was actually filling this in, and then off camera, I completed filling this in. In the time lapse, we also did this part, and it was a long time ago, and I said in the clip before I decided I was just gonna time lapse it, and that I would come back whenever I have the levels and everything. But I was also working on getting the roof and the walls done to make it look so much better. But now it is a long past, so I just decided I'm just gonna make this like just restart the recording and make what I did a time lapse. So we can now enchant our stuff. So as you can see, I do not have any of my iron stuff besides the iron axe because I will be enchanting these guys. So we got unbreaking, which is just unbreaking, which sucks, and my audio is actually turned off because I was actually just sitting there waiting for things to finish. Silk touch is not that bad, but we got like nothing with it. That just sucks. Okay, so I was really hoping for mending. Sadly, we did not get that. Do I have 2 books. Sweeping edge, which I could actually use on my sword. And hopefully we can get at least decent book enchantments. Oh, we need more lapis lazuli. So yeah, honestly I have no idea when this episode is going up. Ooh. So I don't know. Things have gotten like out of my control with time management. Infinity. I mean, no. I guess that would work. And then silk touch, please. Okay, so I'm gonna put silk touch on this pickaxe. And then hopefully at some point we can get a fortune book. So I'm going to be doing a lot of like just trying to get what I can with the books. And I'm also going to be doing some AFK fishing. There we go. Because oh my gosh, I completely messed that up. Because that's where you can actually get some really good books. And hopefully we can get a nice, some mending books to go with all of our equipment. Because this already has mending, but I made this like long ago. And sadly, unbreaking, yeah. So, yeah. I actually need to do some mining. So, since we have silk touch, we can actually come down here and grab a lot of the stuff that I missed because it has been... I wanted fortune, but now that we have silk touch, I can actually, well, pick it up and not have to worry about getting the least amount of value for it, because then we can just have it for whenever we do have fortune, like these diamonds. I mined out a lot of gravel, and diamond is actually plentiful in some areas, which is very nice. Okay, I don't know where I'm going. Actually, I do know. We're going to be going to the slime area to mine out some things over there. And on the way there, we're going to mine out some of the redstone that is just sitting there. So, well, you know, I think I mined out some of it because I needed it for particular projects. Like the door that we have, I needed the redstone for that, so I decided to grab that. And I can put you up. There we go. I don't mind having a hole. But yeah, this is more of like a kind of an update video. So moving has been, well, very slow. Our house actually has some weather damage, so we're trying to get that fixed, but insurance, as usual, is being horrendous in how they want to get it done. So we're having to wait for them and the people who are going to be repairing the house to agree on, well, anything that is remotely wonderful to hear. So we're just having to sit on our butts and wait for that. So I am just stuck here, not doing much due to the fact that I have no control over any of this. But hopefully at some point we can start moving out and getting to our home. That, well, we're going to be moving into a temporary home because we're either going to find a house that suits us well, or we're going to build a house. And building a house is not cheap, but with the money that we're going to get for selling this current house, we're going to have enough to be able to actually build the house. And in doing so, it's going to be our house outright. And all we have to pay for is utility, which is going to be like fabulous. Because if you don't know, and if you aren't aware, owning a house, a lot of the times you're paying a homeowner association to basically rent you out a house where you're paying monthly payments on the house until you either pay off the house or you move and then whatnot. And whenever you build a house, you don't have those limitations with your payments. However, you pay outright at the very start to actually have the house built. But because of that, you can actually have the house built and done the way you envision the house to be. So this house is actually going to be the last house my parents are going to be moving into. So they want to find the house that they want. So it's all on them, where they are going to keep like mine and my sister's ideas in mind, because we are going to be living with them for a little while until we ourselves get a stable job where we have like a full-time job with a steady paycheck. Because right now I am a part-time, there we go, a part-time worker, and I'm getting like no hours. And as soon as we move, I am actually going to be making a kind of a update video and a rant video on my current job. And I'm going to be doing a small amount of trash talk. And if I do that while I still have a job, while I still work at that current employment, it's not going to be a good time, because if they ever find out about like my YouTube channel and they watch that specific video, then I could have some hell coming to me. So I'm gonna try and keep it on the DL until I am no longer employed with them. Now, it's not that I don't like working with them. It is definitely not a job that particularly pertains to me, because I am definitely not part of that, like, I want to say ecosystem of the job there, but it is a job. They're letting me work there, and whether they like it or not, I feel like I'm doing a good job at just like helping around the store and being able to help customers whenever I can. And all the things that I learned from my father being in retail has given me some insight of what I need to do for retail and how retail should be done. And a lot of the times I agree with what they do, structure wise in the store, but there are some things that it kind of makes me weary and wonder why they're doing it this specific way, because a way that I feel could be better would more than likely work better. But that is just me, and the fact that I get like no hours in almost a month really ticks me off. So whenever you're a part-timer, you get called in whenever you're needed, and you should theoretically have hours every week. But the way they do it, like last month, I did not have any hours, no hours whatsoever. So that was just complete and utter rubbish. And I went almost a whole month without a paycheck. So my money was going out the door, because being here with just me and my sister, we have to pay for our own groceries and our own stuff. While yes, our parents will help out with that, they're only giving us a minimal amount of money because they also have to pay for themselves. So it kind of gets a little murky, if I were to put it in terms. It gets a little murky when it comes to having to do two different payments of this type of stuff. And so I've been dipping into my own money to be able to pay for essentials that we've needed. And it gets pretty hard whenever you don't have any money income coming in. And now they gave me like 2 weeks of work. 1 week was a week that I was actually going to get, the next week I was going to get paid for, so that was nice. And then that next week I got, I want to say like 10 to 11 hours, and then that was it. This is actually a new, it's almost the end of a new week, and I haven't been called in. I haven't gotten any hours, and next week I don't get any hours. So it just starts to get hard whenever you go in there for an interview and they say you're gonna get this set amount of hours, and then theoretically you're gonna get this set amount of hours, and then you don't even get the minimal set of hours that you were essentially told that you were more than likely going to get. And a lot of people's quote unquote excuses would be that it is the higher ups, the corporate, telling the people who are making the schedule that they only have a certain amount of hours, and then oh gosh, they pay for, or they choose who they want to put in on the schedule, and a lot of the times part-timers get the boot in that, and they just don't get any hours until you like either speak up, or they finally give you hours. And while no, I'm not going to speak up, because if they don't need me, they don't need me. That's just how things are going to work. But it does get hard. So whenever you're looking for a job, make sure that you get a job that you know you're going to get guaranteed hours, even if it's part-time. Because where I'm working, I thought I was getting guaranteed hours even being part-time, but things happen and it's just like, yeah, this is ridiculous. Like, even my parents and my father, who works in retail for over half his life, says that is completely ridiculous. And I completely agree, because this is my paycheck on the line. It's not fair for a lot of people who need a job, need the money, and they just don't get what they're being hired to do. Anyways, this was essentially a rant on working without telling you guys where I work or anything about my job. And hopefully nobody that I work with actually knows that I do this, or they're gonna find out real quick what I'm talking about, and hopefully that doesn't happen. So I'm actually gonna end the video here. It's about a 20-ish minute video, so we just enchanted a few things and then went on a little rant. But I feel like, yeah, I don't know how consistent this series is going to be. I don't feel like it's going to be too consistent, due to the fact that the motivation for this series, while yes, I do have motivation, a lot of it is more towards the grindy part that I'm needing, like my lanterns here for my lighting. I still have not gotten to the point where I can actually set up a farm for it, and it's just not like, I don't feel as motivated as I need to be able to do that. So I'm just gonna wait it out, wait until I can actually get what I need, and then once I have everything I need, because I still need, even for redstone wise, I need tons of redstone for this room alone. Like, this is going to be a redstone killing room. So it's a lot of stuff. Hopefully in the near future we can actually get this series a little bit more consistent, but I will try put out videos whenever I can, whenever I feel motivated to do, like probably either a different island or just doing some monotonous things around here. But yeah, I will see you guys whenever I see you guys. Until then, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day or night, depending on where you are in the world and when you are watching this. Bye.